Let's look at my compensation as a W-2 company driver. It's time to talk about the logs for the week. I was paid for 2,840 dispatched miles, and I had 2,548 logged miles. Log miles do not always agree with dispatch miles due to carryover, which are runs that start in one pay period and end in the next. My average net speed for this week was 52 miles an hour. Utilization percentage, which is determined based on 61.25 hours in a 7-day week. My utilization percentage was 95%. The day in orange was a day that I was paid for a 34-hour reset on the road. My unedited pay statement for period 34 of week 2023. This includes all trips from August 13th to August 19th. The first trip started and ended at Fort Recovery with stops in Nebraska, Iowa, and Illinois. It paid $1,490 for 1,932 miles. The second trip started and ended at Fort Recovery, Ohio Terminal with stops in Indiana and Wisconsin. It paid $668 for 788 miles. The third trip also started at Fort Recovery, Ohio Terminal. It paid $67 for 121 miles. Empty miles paid $171. Handling and securement paid $81. A 34-hour reset on the road paid $100. Loaded miles paid $1,586. And stops paid $188. Total earnings for this week were $2,226. 34 weeks into the year, my gross income is $73,768. I've driven 96,106 miles. This averages out to $2,169 per week and 2,826 miles per week. Looking at that over the year, it's estimated at $112,822 for 146,985 miles. This week I worked 6 days on the road and took 1 day off on the road. In August, I worked 15 days, took 2 days off at home time, 2 days off, paid resets on the road. Year to date, I've worked 174 days, been home for 37 days, and taken 20 days off while on the road. I'm not paid hourly, but let's calculate like an hourly job. For the week, my gross pay was $2,226 for 58 hours of work. If we break that down to a typical hourly job, it would be 40 regular hours, 18 hours of overtime, resulting in an effective pay rate of $33.31 per hour. Straight hourly pay would be $38.45. Year to date, I've earned $73,771 for 1,872 hours worked. Out of those hours, 1,352 would be regular time, 521 would be overtime. If we calculate it on a weekly with overtime, the effective pay rate is about $34.59 per hour. However, as straight time, it is approximately $54.58 per hour. As always, make sure you're enjoying every day at work.